Okay. How does this ice split through 3? Currently, it is July the 25th, 2025. So I believe around this time, Caroline Leavitt, she's going to have a reverse nodal return, right? Yeah, July. It's on July 26th, so it's tomorrow. So I think on June the 20th, 2025, Transit Mars, it conjoined Caroline Leavitt's her natal sun. And that's when that a day later, on I think the 21st or the 22nd of June, that's when the Iran strike, the 3 strikes in Iran happened that Trump ordered. I think that it was that those Iranian strikes, they were also shown inside of Jesus Christ, JD Vance's his chart when his progressed moon made an aspect to one of his Saturns, either his progressed or his natal Saturn. Okay. I also need to add that on July the 21st and the 22nd for JD Vance, his progressed ascendant and his progressed midheaven changed signs. So I don't know what that means. I just know that it's important. So he needs to be careful on the 28th of July, 2025. Him and Usher Vance. So today or tomorrow, something big could come out where Caroline Leavitt, she makes a major announcement. And see, I think on the 23rd of July, 2025, which was a couple of days ago, she came out with Tulsi Gabbard, and they announced that they found credible evidence that Obama interfered in the 2016 election. So yeah, things are going down. I believe also today's the 25th, right? The 25th of July. Yesterday or the day before that, I think the DOJ or some investigators or whatever, they had a meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell, and apparently they said that that Ghislaine Maxwell, she answered all the questions, and yeah, and they expect to hear back from her soon about some other things. So things are going down. I told you, Bill Clinton, something shocking, something major, something we've never seen this in astrology before. Where I mean, anyway, let me finish what I'm saying. I've never seen anything this in astrology before, where someone's progressed Uranus retrogrades and conjoins their natal Uranus. It's rare because it takes a long time for progressed Uranus to transit in progressions. So something extremely shocking is going to happen this year. This year, because the progression is already they're already at zero. It's already at zero degrees. So anyway, and I do know that on the 20. So like I said, the 26th is when Caroline Leavitt has a reverse nodal return, and I know that on the 27th, Bill Clinton, right? Let me see here. On the 27th for Bill Clinton, Jesus, my notes are just jumbled up. Let's see if I can find it on the phone over here. This phone has a messed up screen, so that's why. Okay. On July the 27th, 2025, which is in 2 days from now, is when Bill Clinton's progressive moon is going to oppose his natal Mars. Okay, I also need to add that on March the 10th, 2025, Hillary Clinton, her progressed Saturn, it conjoined her natal Saturn. And so that's also a rare um progression. um, like I said, her life changed in regards to something being restrictive and just bad. And I believe on October 11th, 2025, that's when Bill Clinton, his progressed Uranus is gonna conjoin his natal Uranus, and that should be absolute shock, shock, pure shock. Like I keep repeating myself that I don't think it's been recorded in astrology where someone's progressed Uranus conjoins their natal Uranus in progressions. Also, I think that, like I said, the only other time that I've seen this is the O.J. Simpson trial. And O.J. Simpson progressed Uranus. It's made a square to his natal moon. So you can only imagine what would happen when progressed Uranus conjoins natal Uranus. So you got to hear first from Ice Blue 333, astrological history, astrological genius. Let me stop. Okay. And like I said, this is the same astrology that happened during the Monica Lewinsky scandal that happened in 1998. So I'm just gonna just say that for now and see what happens tomorrow on the 26th. Now that's all I want to update everyone on in regards to the future. But also I need to talk about Usher Vance. On July the 28th, 2025, the transiting moon, it will conjoin transiting K2 and transiting Mars in the sky. And Usher Vance, her ascendant is ruled by the moon. So she needs to be extremely careful 2 days before, 2 days after, when the transit moon conjoins transiting K2 and Mars in the sky. But she specifically needs to be careful on the 28th of July. Let me see here. What else am I missing? I think the most important thing was Caroline Leavitt and Usher Vance. Now there was some news that came out about Pete Hegseth on July the 23rd, but I don't know what came up with that. And I know also on the 23rd or around that time, it came out that Pam Bondi, she had a medical issue that came up. I think an article said a ripped cornea. Really, like her eye got ripped. Maybe she saw something that was just so shocking that she couldn't believe her eyes. And so she just put it out inside newspaper. Yeah, yeah. So I had a ripped cornea, but maybe something actually did happen. So let's see here. That was on the 23rd or the 24th of July. That was on the 23rd or the 24th of July for Pam Bondi. And like I said, Pete Hegseth, his progressed moon squared his progressed nodes. That's a very, very strong aspect. And also on July the 28th, JD Vance, his progressed moon will oppose Venus. And so I don't know. I keep talking about Usher Vance. I don't. He needs to be careful, and Usher Vance needs to be careful, especially around the 28th, July 28th of July 2025. Let's see here. I also said that Roseanne Barr, she will have a progressed new moon on August the 1st, 2025. And on August 3rd, 2025, Pete Hegseth, his progressed moon is going to conjoin his progressed Uranus. So And that's just shock. Something shocking happens. Usher Vance needs to be extremely careful. And so does JD Vance, and so does Trump. So let's see here. Let me pause it right here.